A good evening to you. Welcome back into Liberty High School as we are just a few moments away from getting things underway. It is Liberty at 3-2 playing host to Lewis Palmer, who comes in at 4-1 on the season. That's Brian German. I'm Matt Pauley. Our entire 20 TV crew is coming your way. Let's take a little bit of a look at this game before we get started, starting with the Liberty Lancers, and there's their roster. And really, we'll give you the starters here in just a moment, but it does start with A.J. Bovlosky, who comes in averaging 17 points. He was the league's second leading scorer last year, and he's doing that much more now. As far as what Liberty has done so far this year, they come in with a 3-2 record. They have won each of their last two games, neutral court games against Prairie View and Fountain Fort Carson. As far as Lewis Palmer goes, they come in with a record at 4-1 this season, and you see their roster up on the board. They've got a couple digits, double-digit scorers in both Chase Stone and Charlie Hovas, as they come in leading the way offensively for a good Lewis Palmer team off of Jonathan Scott. If that last name's familiar, we'll talk more about that coming up a little bit later. Lewis Palmer comes in having won 3 games in a row. You see their last win was against Pueblo West, 61-58. That is the mutual opponent for these two teams. That's a team that Liberty defeated earlier this year, 60-53. As far as their numbers go, when you start comparing, and the numbers are a little bit off, but you look at Lewis Palmer at 4-1, they're averaging 58 points a game, while Liberty comes in averaging 53 points a game, and we'll go over some more of those numbers as we go along. Very quickly, if you'd like to order a DVD copy of this broadcast today, you can do so, or a Blu-ray copy for that matter. You can email us 20tv at asd20.org or give us a call at 719-234-1780. Matt Pauley, Brian German. Brian, we'll get to this in a second. First off, we can tell you what our upcoming broadcasts are going to be. We've got everything is coming up in the new year in 2014 when we're going to open up with a hockey broadcast, Air Academy and Liberty, and you can see all the games that we're going to have coming up in the calendar year 2014. We've got a full schedule of games coming up in just a while. Lewis Palmer is coached by Bill Benton. He's in his first season. Liberty, coached by Ivan Chambers. He's in his second season. Brian, when they drop the lights down here, they don't have strobe lights or anything, so they take 2 people. They take flashlights, they go up to the corners of the stands, and they wave the flashlights around.
Those are some serious flashlights.
They are.
There must be some serious amperes on those flashlights.
I think so. That's good.
And I'm impressed because the lights go out and come back on so fast.
They do. It doesn't take a long time.
No, it's awesome. It's exciting. I'm excited. We just saw a really good girls basketball game here with the Lancers winning by 4. This game should be really good as well. I'm really looking forward to this.
Starters for Lewis Palmer: Scott, Hovas, Strasburger, Shepard, and Stone. For Liberty, it's Bovlosky, Love, Page, Safaro, and Goslin. And we are just about underway. And Liberty today, you'll see their uniforms here in just a moment. They didn't even know they had these until right before the game. Ivan Chambers surprised them with the brand new uniforms. They're breaking them out for 20 TV.
Pretty sharp looking for the Lancers.
We are just about set to get things underway. The tip is up. It is won by Liberty, and here we go. This is Bovlosky. He averages 17 points a game. He's dribbling out towards midcourt, loses his dribble, goes right side to Page. Page kicks to the corner, gets it right back. Page holds. Now inside they go to Safaro. Safaro gets it back out to the right side, and a 3-point shot does not go. That was Mike Love. Here we go in the other direction. First offensive possession for Lewis Palmer. Hovas has it, going to the basket, puts up a teardrop shot, bounces around, no good. Coming in there is Savaro. He gets the rebound, and Liberty moves it quickly ahead. With it right side, Love. Love gets it out to Page. Page now moves it up top. This is Bovlosky has it out towards midcourt. We're 40 seconds in. There's no score. Veering off to the left side, losing his dribble, has to bounce pass it to the top, and Page. Page goes right side to Love. Now Safaro has it. Safaro double team, kicks to the top. They'll go back to Bovlosky left side. Head fake drives in. A nice pass underneath. Now they kick it back out. Baseline jumper from the right side is good. That's Safaro.
Good job moving the basketball with the Lancers. Safaro, the open guy on the right-hand side, hits the easy jumper.
Scott passes right side to Hovas. Now back left side. Scott dribbles baseline. His pass comes inside. Couldn't be handled. Hovas going to the rim, and he lays it in left side.
Good job by Hovas there going to the basket.
2-2 is our score. 6.5 minutes left, first quarter. Bovlosky loses dribble in the backcourt, moves it ahead with a pass. Now back to Bovlosky at the top, left side Page. Page dribbles to the baseline, gets cut off, has to get it back out to Bovlosky. Quick pass over to the right side. Now pass is going to be taken away, moved ahead by Stone. Stone ahead to Scott, just inside the perimeter. He pops a jumper, doesn't go, and the long rebound to Gosselin, and then he gets fouled.
Jonathan Scott a little off balance taking that shot there, and it's a foul. That's the first foul of the game on the Rangers. Both teams trying to feel each other out at this point.
Jonathan Scott, the youngest brother of Josh and Jordan Scott, who both played here at Lewis Palmer, won some state titles. In fact, Lewis Palmer is defending back-to-back 4A state champs. With the right side, this is Love. Bounce pass to Bovlosky. Bovlosky kicks left side, a three-point shot, no good for Page. Long rebound to Hovas, and he pushes it ahead to Stone. Stone has it, wing left side. Passes back to the top to Scott. Now they go right side, Strasburger. Strasburger dribbles on the baseline, throws up a shot, uses the glass, and it goes. That is a nice move.
Faked inside, turned around, used the right hand in the glass, and the Rangers with a 2-point lead.
4-2 game. Lewis Palmer leads, and this is Love way ahead to Safaro. Safaro just inside the free throw line, has his shot blocked, and Lewis Palmer quickly moves it ahead. Left side, it's Stone. Stone puts up the long three. Actually, yeah, it is a three. I beg your pardon. And Stone hits. He's a 36% three-point shooter. Lewis Palmer out to a 7-2 lead. 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Quick pass inside. Ball stolen away. Lewis Palmer has it. That's Hovas with it. Hovas cannot control, though, as stepping in and getting his hands on it, Gosselin. And on the alternate possession, it will stay with the Rangers. 5-point game, 7-2. 2 minutes, 55 seconds in.
Nice upbeat tempo to this basketball game. I like it.
Jonathan Scott quickly ahead. Scott looks to dribble off to the right side. He's going to pass. That's Strasburger. Strasburger.
Got a foul inside, I think.
There was a foul inside, an offensive foul. That is going to go against Hovas, his first, team first. Excuse me, team second. 7-2. Liberty trying to break the pressure. Bovlosky just gets across midcourt with a couple seconds to spare.
Nice.
Pass underneath, not quite ready for it though. Was Gosselin. It goes out of bounds. Last touch. Liberty, and it'll be Lewis Palmer basketball.
How about Boslavsky, though? His moves, you know, he can stop on a dime, give you 9 cents change, go right by you.
He's an impressive player. 7-2. Scott with it for Lewis Palmer. Scott gets to the wing left side, loses his dribble. Almost looks like he's being defended more than he really was. Now the pass deflected away. Safaro has it. He moves it ahead to Love. Love, quick pass to the corner. Bovlosky back out to Love. Now left side, that's actually Page in the corner. I beg your pardon. Page has it. Trying to work off a screen. It's not really there. He loses dribble. Now he will give off to Bozlowski. Back to Page. To Bozlowski. They just hand off to each other. 5-point game at 7-2. Bozlowski passes over the left side. Page has it. Page looking to pass. Gets to the top, and Safaro. Safaro puts it on the floor. Gives to Love. Love holds. Good defense by Lewis Palmer. Liberty cannot get inside. Now they finally do so.
Nice.
Shot up and good for Gosselin. That's a tough shot. He took a bump and was able to really hold himself up in the air.
Yeah, he took a good-sized bump right there, but a nice move and a good shot by Gosselin.
On the other end, Scott takes it all the way. His shot doesn't go. Good rebound by Safaro, one of the best rebounds we've seen today. Now right side, Bovlosky, three-point shot, no good. Safaro, offensive rebound, goes back. His shot partially blocked. Fight for the ball, and a foul called as Gosselin was trying to take it back up. He'll go to the line for a couple.
I really like the way Fred Safaro is attacking the boards. He has had 4 rebounds already in this basketball game, and he just goes and gets it. When it's free ball, he goes after it.
Foul called against Shepard. That is his first 2 free throws coming for Gosselin. 55% free throw shooter. He makes the first.
That was a nice, strong shot. I was expecting a little worse shot than that for a 55% free throw shooter.
Josh Brenton comes in for Liberty. Mike Love has a seat. Brenton, a 6-foot senior guard, averages 1 point. Here's the next free throw. This one good as well.
Nice job by Gosselin knocking both of those down.
So it's a 1-point game, 7-6. Lewis Palmer leads with the basketball. Over to the right side, Hovas. Hovas holds. Now he's going to pass over to Scott. Scott being defended by Bozlowski. Now to the corner. That's Deku. He's just into the game. Inside pass. Shot up, and shot's good for Shepard. JT Shepard, a 6'6 junior.
Rangers moved the ball really well.
3-point game, 9-6. Bozlowski took a bump.
Ooh.
Oh, are they going to say he carried it?
That seemed like a late whistle for a carry call.
Way late.
Wow. I thought he was going to say he stepped on the line. They called a carry.
Or took a bump.
Tough call, but Ranger basketball.
Jonathan Scott, the point guard, continues to bring the ball down the court. Scott, just a sophomore. Think how good he's going to be in a couple years. Going to look like his brothers. Veers it off to the left side. Deku, quick pass underneath. Here's a jumper on the baseline. Doesn't go. Deflected rebound comes out to Shepard. Shepard's shot no good. And the rebound brought down by Safara. Page across midcourt. Hands off. Bozlowski, double team back to Page, three-pointer, left corner, no good, a little bit too hard, and rebound brought down by Stone, and Stone will push it ahead for the Rangers. Over right side, Shepard. Shepard's got on the wing, back to Stone. Stone holds, quick pass to the free throw line, now another pass underneath. I think Deku there should have just popped the shot from the free throw line.
I think his teammates were expecting him to pop the shot, and that's why the ball went sailing out of bounds.
3-point game, 9-6. Liberty trails, but they've got the basketball. This is Bozlowski. Over to Page. Page looking to pass. Does so to Brenton. Now ahead. Scary pass is received, but the ball is going to go out of bounds, and that's going to give it back over to Lewis Palmer.
Kind of a frenetic pace, but it's just 9-6.
It's Cameron Mahaley who's in now, a 6'6 sophomore post player. Many of these players have different numbers today because of the new jerseys. Skip pass to the left side, and Stone. Stone works it inside. Here's a good-looking shot that doesn't go for Hovas. Rebound Liberty. They've got the basketball. Bozlowski moves it ahead. He looks like he's going to go all the way. He does. Off the glass, and he hits.
So quick, like we talked about earlier. He just took that one right to the glass. Some good defense right there, but he was able to use his momentum and get the shot to go.
Inside pass and a foul as Deku was going to the basket. 91 seconds left in the quarter.
Good math.
Thank you. Every once in a while. That foul, by the way, goes on Page, his first team foul, number 1 against the Lancers. Here's the first free throw, and it goes for Deku. He was 0 for 1 at the free throw line coming into today, now 1 for 2. 6'4", 187-pound sophomore, has appeared in every game for Lewis Palmer. His next free throw had the shooter's touch. It falls through. He's 2 for 2 at the line. Now he comes out, and Sam Strasburger comes back in. 2-point game, 10-8. Minute 31 left, first quarter. Bozlowski with the basketball. Lewis Palmer's backing up a little bit on him. We'll see if they pick him up at midcourt. Nope, they continue to back up. Bozlowski veers to the left side. Here's Brenton with it. Brenton on the wing. Wants to pass inside, dribbles, loses his dribble, has to pass. He's got the 5-second count. The pass inside was not received by anybody. Goes out of bounds. Good defense by Lewis Palmer.
Good presence of mind, though, by Brenton, realizing he wasn't going to get the pass off to dribble that basketball. Still had his dribble, but unfortunately ends up being a turnover, the second one of the game for the Lancers.
Clock's running at a minute 10. Scott with the basketball, bringing it up. Scott passes right side to Strasburger. Strasburger gets it to the corner, back to Scott. Now inside, pass stolen away. That's Brenton who came up with it. He moves it ahead to Page. Page can't quite handle it, but he gets it back underneath the basket. He lays it in. Page's first basket of the day, 11-10.
Nice job staying awake there by...
On the other side, Strasburger hits the three.
Just a good job by Liberty Lancers keeping that ball alive there.
Here's Bozlowski again. Going to the basket, lays it in left side. 2-point game. How many points have we had in the last 20 seconds? My goodness.
I got a feeling Bozlowski can do that all night.
Yeah. Scott with it. 25 seconds to go, first quarter. Now to the top and Hovas. Hovas passes over to the left side, Shepard. Shepard back to the right side. Between the circles, Hovas. 14 seconds left. Back to Scott. Scott calls the play. He's being defended out there by Page. Now he's going to pass it back to the top and Hovas. Hovas, a handoff. Now going to the basket. Strasburger passes over the right second. 2 seconds left. Let's see if they get a shot off. They do from the corner. And it doesn't go for Strasburger. And we are through 1 quarter of play. And it was an entertaining one.
Certainly was.
Lewis Palmer leads Liberty 14-12. We're back in a moment. on 20 TV. (14-12) is our score. We're through one quarter. Second quarter action just about underway. That's Brian. I'm Matt. We got our entire 20 TV crew coming your way here at Liberty High School. Great to have you with us. And Brian, so far, entertaining basketball game.
Certainly has been. I like the frenetic pace, and it almost looks like either of these teams could score at will. Especially A.J. Boaslowski, who's just taking it to the rack. It seems like he could just decide he wants to drive and take it anytime.
Anytime you can get him in transition going at 100 miles per hour, I do it. I don't think he has any speed that's too fast.
No.
Talk about players being too fast sometime. I don't think he has it. This is him. He goes to the free throw line, out to the right side, Tony Rice. Rice gets it back to Boaslowski at the top. Boaslowski wanted to try the left side, now back right side, Rice. Rice holds, dribbles, loses his dribble, has to pass over to Boaslowski, but it's out of his reach and out of bounds.
It's a tough play. That's the third turnover for the Lancers. But that's not so bad. 3 turnovers, you've already played a full quarter.
No, I'll take that any day of the week, including Sunday. Scott with it. Scott passes over to Johnston in. Now taking a step with the basketball, Shepard, the 6'6" junior, averaging 5 points, 3 rebounds. 14-12. Boaslowski with it. See if he can break midcourt. No, he's going to get it to Brenton. Now back to the middle and Rice dribbles across the line. Rice back to Brenton. Brenton's got it at the top. Veers left, goes right, gets to the free throw line, puts up a shot, hung in the air, and uses the glass.
Good job by Liberty that time, breaking the press. Tony Rice did a good job getting that ball to Brenton, and he called glass, didn't he?
I think so. Scott going to the basket. His shot doesn't fall, but a whistle. He's fouled. Foul goes on Boaslowski, his first team foul, number 2. Non-shooting foul. They say the foul came before the shot. 56 seconds into quarter number 2. Off the inbounds, 3-point shot right side and hitting it is Strasburger. He's got 8. 17-14. Boaslowski with it. Pushes ahead, pass to nobody, and that's a turnover. And Lewis Palmer has it. With it, Scott. Scott, quick pass underneath, and he threw it way too high. That's been a problem for Scott. Comes into the game, 28 turnovers this year. That's an average of 5.6 a game.
Tell you what, as a sophomore, though, he's out there. He's a definite leader on this basketball team. He's telling all his teammates what to do.
Might have learned that from his brothers and his father.
Yeah, probably.
17-14, pushed ahead to Brenton. Brenton back to Boaslowski. He breaks midcourt, takes a big old bump, no whistle, goes to the basket, off the glass, no good. And the rebound brought down by Lewis Palmer, pushed ahead. It is saved by Decoux. Decoux gets it back out to Scott. Scott holds it between the circles, now works off a screen. Boaslowski picks him up. Now they kick it back out at the top. This is Stone. Stone for 3. It bounces around, touches a lot of iron, no good. Rebound brought down by Brenton and pushed ahead. Here's Boaslowski going to the basket, high off the glass again, no good. But a rebound under a foul underneath the basket, and we will go the other way. Offensive foul. Foul's going to go against Mahaley, his first. He previously wore the number 44. Today he magically transforms into number 15.
As you mentioned, those new jerseys just came in today. Coach Chambers decided to let them play in them.
17-14 our score. Pass off to the right side. It's Stone. Stone now to the top and Strasburger. Strasburger being defended by Brenton. Here it comes inside to Scott, back to the corner, driving baseline. Good pass back out to Scott. He's wing right side. 5:45 left. Pass comes left side to Decoux. Decoux puts up a shot, no good. Solid rebound by Safaro. And here comes here comes Liberty. With it, Brenton. Brenton to Safaro. He takes a step. turnover Lewis Palmer, turnover Liberty.
That's a tough one. That's their 5th turnover of the first half. And I was just talking about how few turnovers they had. They've had 3 in the last minute.
5 minutes, 33 seconds left first half. LP with the basketball. They're 4-1 this year. Last year went 25-3, won state for the 2nd year in a row. Scott passes over the right side and Stone. Now to the top, it's Johnston. Johnston gets it to Strasburger. Strasburger to the corner and Stone. Stone back to Strasburger. Now left side, actually this is Strasburger, I beg your pardon. Wing left side, pass comes inside to DeCou, comes back out, driving to the basket, throwing up a shot, and it goes for Stone.
Good left hand there by Stone as he drove to the basket.
19-14, 5-point lead for Lewis Palmer. They stretched that lead out a bit on a 5-0 run after it being tied 14-14. Ahead to Love. Love's got it. Now ball taken away and a foul by Safaro after he had the ball taken away from him. Insult to injury.
That's a tough one there, and Safaro would probably like to have that foul back, but
his first, team 4th. Couple substitutions. We'll set the lineup. Rice is in there. Actually, we'll set the lineup here in just a moment. We'll get back to action. From the right side, Johnson. He's on the wing. Now back to the top, and Stone. Stone, a 3-point shot, no good, too hard. Long offensive rebound to Johnson. He goes to the rim, and he lays it in.
Good job by Johnson that time, just turning back, right back to the rim.
7-point game, 21-14. Liberty needs points. Ball almost stolen away. Boslowski is out there right now, along with Page, Rice, and a timeout going to be called. Goslin and Safaro out there as well. 30-second timeout. We will keep it here.
Ivan Chambers really needed that timeout. I think the pressure that the Rangers are putting on defensively, kind of getting to the Lancers at this point. You can't have Boslowski just try and dribble it through every single time. You got to have some help. You got to break the press. You got to get to the center of the court and then set up your offense once you get it across. But right now they're having a tough time just getting into the offensive side of the court.
7-0 run for Lewis Palmer. What does Liberty need to do? What does Liberty need to do to score points? Because they aren't scoring points during this run.
I think they're taking too many shots too quickly. I think when they've scored their points, they're moving the basketball. It's touching 4 or 5 different guys when they come down the court. You got to move that basketball around and look for a good shot. It seems to me like they're a little bit hurried sometimes, and they need to just settle down a little bit.
Liberty is going to set up in a 1-2-2 zone, it looks like. And ball almost taken away by Boslowski. He hits the floor. They've got 5-on-4 if they want to use it. Now Boslowski gets back and double team on the sideline, and he steps out of bounds.
Great job.
You said it. Incredible job by Liberty using that sideline as a defender.
They did a great job. I really like the pressure. They were down a man, and they still pressured the ball with 2 guys and were able to come over with the turnover. That's the Rangers' 3rd of this half.
They still need to end this 7-0 run. Here's Boslowski. He may be the guy to do it. Almost loses it. Gets it back to the top. Rice now over to Page. Page goes right side Boslowski. He's being double teamed out there. To the top, Page. Page gets to the free throw line, now kicks left to Rice. Rice holds, he's lost his dribble. He has to find Page at the top. Back to Boslowski. He's gonna dribble drive on the baseline. Good pass comes inside, back to Boslowski. 3-point shot, right side, and he hits.
That's what I'm talking about, moving the basketball around. Keep passing that basketball until you get a nice open look.
21-17, 3.5 left first half. Boslowski hitting his first 3. He's got 7, he averages 17. 4-point game, 21-17. Stone's got it, passes right side to Scott, right back to Stone. See if the zone defense does anything for Liberty. It's a 1-2-2. Comes inside to Johnston. Johnston, his pass to DeCou, stolen away. It's underneath the basket. Lewis Palmer's going to get it back. DeCou kicks it, 3-point shot, Stone, and he hits.
That's a tough one for A.J. Boslowski. You don't want to save the ball right back into the center of the court under your own basket.
24-17. To the top. It is Boslowski, and his pass comes inside. And then it's stolen, or goes out of bounds. That's a turnover.
Off the hands of Goslin. That's a tough one. Seemed like he was ready for the basketball, but then it kind of caught him off guard, went off his hands and out of bounds.
Checking back in for Liberty. Got Josh Brenton, and Boslowski's going to come out for a moment. Get him a 30-40 second rest.
We'll see who's keying the offense now for Liberty with
Yeah.
Boazlowski out of there.
They extend that defense with Rice. Now right side, it is Scott. Scott back over to Stone. Stone has it. Going to pass back to Scott. The zone defense causing Lewis Palmer a little bit of issues right now. Scott passes to the corner.
Good D.
Very good D. They come back out, and a foul called.
Wow.
That really hurts after playing that good of a defensive possession.
That's tough, and just a little bit of momentum there. Dallin Page just had a little bit of momentum going and kind of ran into the Ranger player. That's the foul's called.
Page's second.
Excuse me.
And we'll see if he comes out here in a moment or so. Right now, no substitution. Three-point shot right side, hitting Strasburger.
Got the open look.
10-point game, 27-17. Liberty needs some points before halftime. Brenton passes. Safaro goes to the basket. His shot a little bit too hard, and the rebound brought down by Shepard. And this is Scott very quickly ahead. Passes left side, three-point shot in transition. Stone hits.
Rangers have hit 2 straight threes, just moving that basketball, and that's going to be tough to stop when they get open looks.
I believe it's a 16-3 run right now for Lewis Palmer, and a timeout called by Liberty. Let's see if it's going to be a full timeout. We'll take the break as well. 30-17 the score, minute 39 left in the first half. Back in a moment on 20 TV. .30-17 is our score. Lewis Palmer leads Liberty. Welcome back in on 20 TV. Matt Pauley, Brian German, our entire 20 TV crew. Big run right now for Lewis Palmer, and A.J. Boazlowski back in for Liberty. They probably need him. Pass comes inside, almost stolen away. Now out to Rice. Rice skips it very quickly into Safaro. Good ball movement, but he's being double-teamed, dribbles out of it. Kicks left side. Three-point shot for Rice. Too hard. It bounces around. It hits the overhang right above the basket. And
I like the possession, though, by Liberty. They moved the basketball around, worked the inside-outside game. Rice just missed it just a little bit, and it goes off the top of the backboard.
Scott's got it. 75 seconds left, first half. Scott dribbles towards the basket. Now he's going to pass off. Here it comes. Inside shot up, no good for Hovas, and the rebound comes to Safaro.
I like Safaro on the glass.
Quickly ahead. Left side lay-in is good. That's Matt Gosselin.
Gosselin with a nice move there as he caught the ball and spun real quickly and put it up with the left hand and got it to go.
Now Lewis Palmer slowing things down a bit. Here's Hovas. Hovas passes over to the right side. Shepard's got it. Shepard on the sideline. Back to the top, and Hovas. Now left side, this is Scott with it. Scott kind of kicked his foot a couple times before he took off. Continue to work the perimeter. 31 seconds left in the half. Are they playing for the final shot already? They may be. Up 11, 30-19. At the top, holding on. It's Stone. He backs up towards midcourt. Over to the right side, Shepard. Shepard passes to Scott. Scott has it. Now 7 seconds left, attacking the basket. There's a foul before the shot. It's on the floor. That's going to be team foul number 6, so no shots. A foul goes against Brenton, his first. That's actually not the worst thing in the world.
No, it's actually a decent foul because they still had a foul to give and stop the clock, and Rangers ball underneath.
So now just 5.6 seconds. A big
good
ball
job,
is passed out of bounds. A reverse layup doesn't go, and at the end of the half, that shot doesn't count, and we have indeed reached halftime with Lewis Palmer leading Liberty 13-19. Liberty only scores 7 points in the second quarter, 16 points for Lewis Palmer. And Liberty in the second half, Brian, they got to find some offense.
They certainly do. And I think the key thing for them is to just pass the ball around. Look for better open shots. If they're trying to have AJ just drive every single time down, it's not going to work. But if you pass the ball around, we've seen them move it. When 3-4 different guys touch the ball, they're getting open looks and they're making the shots. That's what they need to do in the second half.
Halftime score 30-19. We're back in a moment on 20 TV. 30-19 is our halftime score. Lewis Palmer leads Liberty. Matt Wally, Brian German with you courtside at Liberty High School. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half, Brian.
Liberty, you know, when they were running and A.J. Bogoslawski does what he does, they were getting the baskets. And also when they moved the basketball. But they had to do it in transition or lots of passes. Here's some good defense here by Brenton to steal the ball there. Look at that. Got a little lucky there, but they get the ball back, and Page gets 2 of his points. Safaro, I really was impressed with Safaro and the way he hit the glass with a nice rebound there, and then Bogoslawski pushing it. Beautiful, nice spin move there by Goslin to get the 2 points.
Goslin has 6. He's the second leading scorer. If you'd like to order a copy of this broadcast today, you can do so. We have them on DVD and Blu-rays. $10 DVD, $15 Blu-rays, 20 TV at asd20.org is our email address. You can call us, 719-234-1780. We'd love for you to buy a DVD or Blu-ray, but even if you don't want to purchase, but you've got some feedback for us, we'll take it.
We will definitely take it.
Constructive criticism, they say.
And I'll tell you what, Blu-ray, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, people buy Blu-rays so they can see movies and all those great pixels because they're in full HD. Well, these games are in full HD as well and look beautiful on a Blu-ray disc.
30-19, halftime score, second half action next.
Cheapest
TV.
Blu-ray you can buy.
Second half underway, 30-19. Lewis Palmer leads, and they've got the basketball to begin things in the second half. Three-point shot from the corner, and right there to hit it is J.T. Shepard. Not the start that Liberty was looking for.
Definitely not. You wanted to stop, and now the Rangers putting on some tough pressure defensively. Safaro tried to get it to Goslin, and it's knocked out of bounds.
Goslin was wide open, but they had the passing lane blocked off. Out of the corner. Inbounds comes to Bogoslawski. He's going to pop the 3 from there. No good. Goslin had a chance for the rebound. He goes out of bounds. Oh my, I don't know about that call. That should be Liberty basketball.
Holy cow, it certainly looked like if it was off Ranger hands.
And Ivan's saying something to one of the officials, not believing that call, and I understand why Coach Chambers feels that way. So Lewis Palmer with the 33-19 lead and the basketball. To the right side, Strasburger. Strasburger passes to the baseline. The jumper, no good. Offensive rebound, long rebound, comes out to Shepard. Shepard finds Scott, and Scott's got it between the circles. Continuing to dribble, uses a hand. Now it comes to Hovas underneath, and Hovas lays it in from the left side, 35-19.
Liberty's got some work here with some pressure from the Rangers, about three-quarter press.
Bogoslawski moves to Johnston. Johnston to the corner. Here's the three-point shot. No good. The rebound brought down by Strasburger, and Lewis Palmer's pushing it. Ahead, right side, Stone. Three-point shot. No good. Long rebound. Liberty's got it. And here's Safaro. Safaro over to Page. Page with it. Free throw line. Now out to the left side. It's Love. Love gets it to Bogoslawski. Right side, Safaro. Safaro holds. Now pass comes out to Page. To the corner, it's Bogoslawski. Bogoslawski with it. At the free throw line, going to get it back out to Love. Love holds back to Bogoslawski. He backs it up. 6:08 to go, third quarter. Here's Bogoslawski going to the basket, gets held up, and he should be going to the line for a couple.
Almost ran over Corey Morlock down there, and the camera guy. Here's Bogoslawski, makes a nice move, takes it to the hole, gets hacked big time there, and Corey gets a nice look at AJ.
2 shots for Bogoslawski, 66% free throw shooter. Misses the first. That foul, by the way, called against Stone, his first, team first.
Liberty's got to be really careful. When the Rangers are pressing them, there are guys open in the offensive end, down the other end. They just got to get the ball across half court.
Bogoslawski with the next free throw. He misses that one as well. Things not going well for Liberty. Scott for Lewis Palmer, loses dribble to the top. It's Shepard. Shepard, three-point shot, no good. Rebound fought for. That's Bozlowski underneath, and he gets wrangled down, and that's going to be a foul. That's going to go against Stone. Should be his second. No, excuse me. That foul's going to go against Hovas. Still his second, team second.
Hovas climbing up AJ's back a little bit like a ladder. It's a good call by the official.
Page ahead to Love. Now back to Bozlowski. Bozlowski loses his dribble. Here's Page. Still need to cross midcourt. They do so with the pass to Bozlowski. Splits the double team. Passes right side Love. Love back to Bozlowski. Head fake on the three. Going to the basket. Step back. The jumper is good.
Nice. Bozlowski's starting to heat up a little bit. He probably feels bad after missing those 2 free throws.
35-21, 14-point game.
Nice look there. I like how he does the step back and just nice stroke by AJ.
Scott with it. Passes quickly left side Strasburger. Strasburger on the wing to the baseline. Pass is on the floor. Strasburger gets it back in the corner. Now to Scott. Scott being defended out there by Bozlowski. Scott drives, jump stop. He may have taken a step, but the shot goes. Whew, what a move.
Tough move by Scott going to the hole. Here comes Bozlowski right back the other way.
Looking to answer. His shot doesn't go, and a whistle on the rebound. Are they going to get Safaro?
I don't know. I just like the aggressive. Oh, man. I thought he just made a nice aggressive move and got that basketball, and they're calling that one.
Team foul number 1.
That's what Ivan's talking about right now with the officials, I believe.
That should be a no call.
Yeah. I thought it was just a good aggressive rebound.
37-21. With it, Stone. Stone dribbles to the left side. Ball stolen away, but it goes out of bounds.
Nice defense by Liberty, trying to turn up the heat on the Rangers here, and they're going to need to down 15.
Hovas has it. Hovas passes out to Scott. Scott dribbles between the circles, and now a whistle. An offensive foul is going to be called, I believe. Away from the basket, it goes against Shepard, his second. Team foul number 3.
Watch Liberty on this. If they can break the press, they have numbers down the other end. It's just a matter of breaking the press. You rarely see this. The Rangers are pressing with 4 men in the forecourt. They've just got 1 man back.
Yeah, it's a 2-2-1. You don't see that ever. Now they do get ahead to Safaro. Safaro, he kicks left side. Here's a 3-point shot for the corner. It's good.
That's what you need to do. When they get across half court, they have numbers. A nice pass there by Safaro, recognizing the man open to hit the 3.
And it's Love with the 3-point shot. In the other direction, though, that's Hovas hitting the jumper just inside the free throw line. Here's Bozlowski. He pulls up on the wing. Now he's going to bring it back around, loses his dribble out to Page. Page passes over to the right side, down to Safaro. Safaro being double teamed. He's lost his dribble. He's got to get through it. Finds at the top Page. Now quickly left side, Bozlowski. Wide open 3, no good. Rebound to Hovas. And Hovas almost took a step. He finds Scott, and Scott moves it ahead for Lewis Palmer. 3:49 left, third quarter. Scott, bounce pass, comes inside to Shepard. Shepard on the baseline,
Nice
back out to
job.
Scott. Bozlowski steals away. Here comes Bozlowski, 2-on-1 break. Bozlowski,
Nice
hands
lead.
off, right side. It's Love, and he lays it in.
Great job by A.J. Bozlowski that time, taking the defender out of the play. Took Hovas right to the hole and screened him off for the easy layup.
39-26, Liberty on a bit of a run. Lewis Palmer slowing things down. Right side, it's Stone. Stone's being defended out there by Page. Gets open on a screen, free throw line jumper. Air ball goes, saved out of bounds. Save to Lewis Palmer. Now, ball loose. Bozlowski had it, and he gets taken down on the sideline by Scott. Scott immediately goes to help him up, and that's going to be a foul against Scott.
I like the way Liberty has turned it up. They have turned up the intensity at both ends of the court, especially defensively. They broke that press 1 time, and now they're getting some shots.
Foul on Scott, his first, team 4th. Liberty with the basketball, down 39-26. Got to get it to a single-digit deficit and then go from there. Like to get there before the 4th quarter. Here's Bozlowski with it. Passes inside, now back to the right side. This is Rice. Rice, inside it goes, and they kick back out. Brenton puts up a shot. How did he get that shot to go? That's a tough shot.
I don't know. It looked to me like he was going to pass it back to Goslin. Nice move, good ball movement. He comes inside and throws it up, and it hits the bottom of the net.
Scott with it, and Scott gets fouled and fouled hard. Foul's going to go against Bozlowski, I believe.
Yes.
His second, team foul number 2. Non-shooting foul. Kovas will trigger from the underneath the basket. To the top, Scott. Scott holds. 11-point game, 39-28. Scott looks inside. Baseline shot, no good. Good defense as Mahaley gave a little bit of a bump, not enough to get the foul, and Brenton moves it ahead very quickly to Rice, wing right side. Rice has it, dribbles through a double team, gets fouled as he's pushed out on the baseline. Foul number 5 against Lewis Palmer. As those fouls start to build up, that foul called against Deku, his first.
That could play into this game as we get later into the second half.
Rice from under the basket. Finds Bozlowski, corner 3, good!
A.J. Bozlowski is turning it up, folks.
8-point game, 39-31. Liberty's right back in this thing.
Nice job by Rice with the fake inside, then getting it out to A.J. for the 3.
Strasburger, wing right side to the corner. They get it back out. This is Deku, 3-point shot, no good, front iron. Scott the offensive rebound, and he takes it to the basket, gets the bucket, plus a timeout called by Lewis Palmer as they get it back up to a 10-point lead with 1:57 to go in the half. A 30-second timeout. We will keep it right here.
I'll tell you what, that's a big-time play by a big-time player. I know he's just a sophomore, but his last name entails a lot. You know, he's got his big brother playing up at CU. Last year, his other brother won the second of 2 straight championships, and their dad was a great defensive back for the Air Force football team right here in town. So the Scott name has a lot that goes with it, and Jonathan's living up to it today.
They certainly good athletes coming out of that family.
Certainly. That was a big-time play.
Pretty good chance his older brother is going to be playing in the association in a couple years.
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
A.J. Bozlowski's going to get a little bit of a rest here. Or no, my bad. Took a drink and looked like he was headed to the bench.
Play him as many minutes as you can.
Certainly.
Bozlowski with 12.
Tell you what, you wanted the Lancers to get within 10. There's still just under 2 minutes left in this third quarter, and they're at 10.
They got in all the way down to 8. Here's Bozlowski.
Nice,
pass comes
nice
inside.
Pass.
Good pass,
Wow.
and the shot no good for.
How about the court awareness by A.J. Bozlowski as he got the ball to Goslin on the other side of the lane. 2 men on him. I don't know how A.J. is short as he is, could see through those Rangers around him, but he got that ball to Goslin. Goslin gets a foul and goes to the line.
Deku, his second foul, team foul number 6, so free throws from here on out for Lewis Palmer, and the first free throw is good for Goslin. He is now 3 of 3 today. He's got 7. He averages 9. 9.6 rebounds. He's a guy that fills up the box score. Has 5 blocks this year as well. A block a game. Here's the next one, and it is good as well.
Good form on his free throw shot as well.
Back to an 8-point game. 8 points.
Oh,
Ball stolen away. Here's Bozlowski going to the basket.
My.
He gets fouled hard as he got undercut, and he'll go to the line for a couple. How tough is A.J. Bozlowski?
I'll tell you what, he comes right in the middle here and then just takes a rough hit. Goes down hard, but I was glad to see him pop up quick because that could have been a lot worse. He came down on his hip there, and he seems to be okay. He's got 2 shots.
Foul called. They say on 32 is McNabb. It is Thomas McNabb. He is in the game. His first. Team foul number 7. Bozlowski hits the first free throw.
Bozlowski took his time a little bit better this time. You know, he missed those 2 earlier, and I know he's probably still thinking about it here.
13 for Bozlowski, 17 a game, 14 a game last year, was second leading scorer in the 5A Metro Conference. The next one shooter's touch goes through, 41-35. 6-point game. Excuse me, Brian.
Oh, no, excuse me.
Scott with it. Scott gets across midcourt. Over to Stone. Now
Nice.
Ball stolen away. This is Bozlowski again. He has taken over the game. Is he going to go all the way? He is. Reverse layup and it falls. Oh my goodness.
Oh, but he slipped on something and he was under the basket there. Let's watch him again. A great anticipation with the steal. Takes it all the way coast to coast for the chippy, left-handed off the glass. He did slip here. Looked back. Here's another look at that replay, Matt, and he just did a great job pushing it. A.J. Bozlowski is taking over this basketball game. What's he up to now, Matt?
Bozlowski right now sitting with 15 points, but on the other end there was a foul against Liberty. That foul called against Mahaley, his second, team third. Here's Scott with it at the top. Zone defense, it looks like. I think they may be running a box and one on Scott. They are. From the top, 3-point shot is good. Corey Childs hitting it. He averages 1, 44-37. Or excuse me, that was Stone. I beg your pardon. So 44-37. Baseline jumper, right side, no good. Rebound,
Nice
saved,
job.
out
Oh.
of bounds. It's going to stay just in bounds as
Wow.
Lewis Palmer has it. But a double team on the sideline, and Scott has to take a timeout with 37 seconds left in the quarter.
That was a heady play by Brenton there, as he had nothing else that he could do but throw it off the Ranger player right here. Gets the ball, but it hit Brenton's foot as he was going out of bounds. I'm surprised it wasn't called as out of bounds. His other foot was out of bounds. His foot hits the basketball. That's out of bounds. It was a good heady play, though, by Brenton trying to keep that ball alive.
44-37, 37 seconds left. Man, I'll give Liberty a lot of credit the way they've gotten back into this game in the third quarter.
Lewis Palmer had 3 turnovers in the first half. They've got 6 already in the third quarter.
Kind of like in golf where you look at Saturday as the moving day. If you're down at halftime, the third quarter's got to be your movement quarter, and then you find a way to finish it off in the fourth.
Certainly do.
Like that golf analogy?
Sure.
You should uplift my analogies.
That was a great analogy, Matt.
Thank you, Brian. I appreciate your thankfulness.
It's a round ball, just like basketball.
44-37, 37 seconds left. Third quarter, this is Shepard to inbounds for Lewis Palmer. Shepard.
Good defense.
Having a hard time getting in, does so. As Stone with it. Stone across midcourt in time. Now very quickly ahead.
Steal.
A big old bump, almost stolen away, but Lewis Palmer has it off to Scott. 24 seconds. Let's see if Lewis Palmer's going to play for one shot. Back to the top, now over the right side. This is Strasburger with it, and Strasburger gets fouled by Safaro.
Wow.
That's his third.
Wow. All the bumping going on out there, and they call that.
It's a tough call.
I'm kind of with Ivan Chambers on that one.
Safaro's
Not
third,
crazy.
team fourth. Substitution, Dallin Page and Safaro out, making sure that Safaro doesn't get a fourth foul before this quarter comes to an end. 15.8 seconds left, third quarter. Inbounds, comes to the top. Now over to Scott. Scott dribbling, being pushed out by Brenton. Continuing to dribble on the baseline, 5 seconds left. He's going to get it out to the top. 2 seconds left, a foul call, a travel with 0.4 of a second left. And we're probably going to see the third quarter come to an end at this current score.
Mike Love was worried they were going to call him.
Last second shot, no good. And we are through 3 quarters as Lewis Palmer leads Liberty 44-37. We've got the final quarter next. It's 20 TV. (44-37) our scores. We get set for quarter number 4, Brian, of a pretty good contest.
It certainly is. Liberty has scratched and clawed their way back into this game. Done it with some good defense, forcing some turnovers from the Rangers, and just attacking the basket. And now it's a 7-point game, and this is going to be an exciting fourth quarter.
We certainly expect that. This is Bozlowski with the ball for Liberty. Being defended by Scott, gets a screen, gets picked up though. Almost double team back to the top, and Love has it. Love dribbles around. Now they get it down to the corner. Here's Brenton inside the free throw line. Good pass underneath. Shot is up, and it just can't quite fall. But going to the line, we will see Cameron Mahaley. That thing just rolled around. Watch this thing. Oh.
He just threaded the needle. Beautiful pass by Brenton there, but Mahaley couldn't get it to fall.
So Mahaley's at the line. His first is good.
Mahaley did a good job there.
Foul, by the way, on Hovas, his third.
Impressed with the Lancers'
8.
free throw shooting, Matt.
They've been pretty good today. Next free throw good as well.
Gotta make your free throws.
5-point game, 44-39. Here's Stone with it. Stone ahead to Scott. Scott across midcourt. Scott has it. Veers to the right side. Scott now passes inside. Ball deflected away. Back up to the top. Stone. Left side, a three-point shot. It doesn't go. Ball almost saved out of bounds. And a foul is going to be called as Love had it. And Love gets pushed, and that's going to be free throws. Foul. Is that going to go against Strasburger, I believe? Yep.
Tell you what, and the Lancers in a great position here because, like you said earlier, they're going to be shooting free throws from this point forward. Every single foul on the Rangers, they'll be going to the line. They'll be going for 2 after this.
Yeah, this is the final 1-and-1 for Love.
Got to make them count.
He's a 43% free throw shooter. Let's see if he can improve upon that percent. He can.
They've been solid at the line. How many have they missed today?
Kozlowski has 2 misses, and that might be it. It is. Hopefully he didn't jinx him. We'll see. Oh, the Brian German jinx.
Sorry.
44-40 our score.
It's all right. They're still shooting a high percentage. That's what you got to do.
Pushed ahead to Scott. Scott's got it across midcourt. Now over the left side, Strasburger. Strasburger being defended out there by Page. Ball poked away. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Lewis Palmer. I just look over. Bozlowski's on the ground in the corner, away from the basketball. Talk about a high-energy guy.
I love the hustle by Page there, too, diving for that ball.
4-point game, 44-40, 7:02 to go. Inbounds. Comes to the top. Stone kicks corner. Strasburger, and he travels. He travels with the ball. 2-possession game. Liberty down, but they get it back.
I like this, boy. 4-point game, 6:53 left.
Here's Bozlowski. Ahead. Bozlowski has it at midcourt. Now a bounce pass underneath to Love. Love,
nice
spin move, and it goes!
What a nice move. Good ball distribution by AJ. Gets it to Love, makes a fake baseline, goes to the middle, and throws in the hook shot.
2-point game, 44-42, but then a foul on Love. His first, team 5th.
That's tough. I still like the aggressive defense that Liberty's playing at this point. You're, it's just your 5th foul.
Hovas will send it in. He's looking. He's looking. He finds Strasburger. Strasburger with it out at midcourt. Veers over to the right side, back to Hovas. Hovas puts it on the floor, spin move, going to the basket, and he got a nice path as he lays it in. Makes it back to a 4-point game of 46-42. Timeout, Lewis Palmer. Is it a 30 or is it full? It is a full timeout. We will take it with him. 46-42, 6:18 to go. Back in a moment on 20 TV. (46-42). Lewis Palmer leads. Liberty Bryan with all the momentum.
They certainly do. They've turned it up. They've turned it up in this second half. And now Jonathan Scott is yelling at the Lewis Palmer Rangers, trying to get them to turn it up a little bit. We'll see what happens.
Bozlowski has it. between the circles. Quick pass over the right side. Page drives baseline, gets double team, gets it back out, but it's stolen away by Scott. Lewis Palmer with the ball and a 4-point lead. This is Scott with it. 6 minutes to go. Scott almost got away with a walk. His shot no good. He gets his own offensive rebound and gets fouled on the putback attempt. We'll see if they call it a shooting foul or not.
Tell you what, Scott kind of lowered his shoulder as he went inside there. He's got a really good basketball presence for a sophomore. Probably comes from playing against his brothers in pickup.
Team foul number 6, third against Mahaley. 3-point shot from the corner. Scott had the rebound. He loses it. Moved ahead to Bozlowski. Baseball pass. Right side lay-in is good.
Nice job. Good presence. Good looking up the court. Good pass from Brenton to Bozlowski. The easy deuce.
46-44. And Bozlowski got a little over-aggressive defending Scott. And that foul hurts because that is team foul number 7 against Liberty.
Tell you what, that's a tough call too, because just when your momentum's going, his momentum was moving him towards the Lewis Palmer player, and he happened to bump him. I'm not sure you need to call that foul, but they did.
Scott, a pretty good free throw shooter, 75%, 15 of 20. This is his first free throw attempt of the day. He's got 4 points. He averages 9. It's 46-44, and the free throw is no good. No good on the front end of the 1-and-1. And now Liberty can tie it with a 2, take the lead with a 3. Bounce pass to the right side. Here's the 3-point shot for the lead, and he hits! It's Mike Love! He's got 11! It's 47-46 in favor of Liberty.
They've come all the way back. They were down 16. They now have a 1-point lead.
Scott's got it, and Scott gets fouled again. This time it's Love, his second, team foul number 8. The foul starting to accumulate for the Lancers.
Both teams going to be shooting from this point forward. Mike Love not happy with himself that he fouled there, and he's going to come over and be talked to a little by Ivan Chambers.
Ivan says, "What are you doing?" Puts his hands up and says, "You don't have to do that. You don't have to bump him there." Scott makes the front end of the 1-and-1. He'll shoot the second.
I think Mike Love knew it too. Ivan's just reminding him.
Ivan Chambers, one of my favorite coaches in the district, really. Fun to watch him coach during the course of the game. Next free throw, no good.
Oh, no.
Offensive rebound, they kick out left side. I thought that was a 2. They're going to call it a 3, and it's Strasburger who hits. 3-point game, 50-47. Bozlowski with it in the paint. He's going to kick right side. Brenton for 3. He hits it! Josh Brenton, his first 3-pointer of the day. Back to an even game, 50-50. 4:50 to go. Scott has it. They pass it around. Now over to Strasburger. Strasburger goes right side to Stone. Underneath, wide open lay-in for Shepard. Back to a lead for Lewis Palmer. It's 52-50. Bozlowski with it. Double team, bounce pass left side. Now it gets to Rice. Rice on the baseline. He's got to get it back out to Bozlowski. He does so. Tries the right side, takes a bump, no call. Elbow, right side shot, good.
We got a barn burner going, Matt.
20 for Bozlowski, even 52-52. He can make a shot from almost anywhere on the court. Scott with it. Passes right side. Here's Stone. Stone being defended out there by Love. Stone on the baseline, gets it back out. Ball almost stolen away. Possessed by Shepard. Now they get to the corner, underneath, lay-in, right side. No good! No good! But it comes out to Strasburger. Strasburger's shot does fall off the glass. Strasburger averages 9. He's got 16, all from the field. 2-point game, 54-52. Here's Brenton. Baseline, gets cut off. He's double-teamed. Bozlowski is alone in the corner. He calls a timeout. A timeout called before the jump ball, and it should be a timeout Liberty. Good job of officiating to make sure that they got the timeout before the jump ball was called.
It was a good call. They listened to you.
I try.
Like you were just slightly loud enough that the officials were able to hear you on the court, and they made the right call.
Me loud?
No, you're just pronouncing your words very well, and they understand.
54-52. Lewis Palmer with the lead.
What a heck of a ball game we got going here.
Coming back from 16 down at one point.
They've done a great job, and it's just moving, just forcing the pace of the basketball game is what Liberty's done here in the second half. They forced the pace on defense by just pressuring the Rangers, and on offense they are just pushing the basketball, moving it around, finding open shots, and most importantly, hitting those shots.
They are hitting. Both teams are hitting shots.
Yes.
Whew. And when they don't hit a shot, they get an offensive rebound and get a putback. Has not been a defensive clinic for either team. When both of these coaches go back and look at film, they're going to be looking at some things. Lewis Palmer has given up 56 points a game. Liberty has given up 55 points a game. Looks like both those teams will eclipse those totals.
Now they're talking to Ivan Chambers and Bill Benton about what's going on here in the scores book.
You've got a better look. Who are they looking at? Are they looking at team fouls? For Liberty, I've got 18 fouls. For Lewis Palmer, 9. That's what the scoreboard says. Oh, it's a timeout issue.
Oh, yes.
It's a timeout issue.
So Ivan Chambers has 1 timeout left is what I'm understanding.
Yeah.
In the scores table, and now Bill Benton, of course, checking and making sure that he has 2. And he has 2 fulls left. Ivan with 1.
Still a good timeout because you save a possession.
Hey, I like Ivan Chambers just telling the scores table, hey, you know what, that's okay.
Yeah.
She was basically apologizing to him, but, you know.
Off the inbounds comes to the top of Bozlowski, and you have to get inbounds now because you do just have the 1 timeout left. 3:40 left, 2-point game. This is Bozlowski. He's got it wing right side. He loses his dribble. Bounce pass to Brenton. Dangerous pass. Brenton bounces off his foot. Has to pass. Does so Bozlowski on the sideline right side. Bozlowski going to the basket. Throws up a shot. It doesn't go. Safaro the offensive rebound. Pass to Bozlowski and he lays it in. No, the shot doesn't go, and a foul before the shot. Foul. We'll check the foul. It's going to go against Shepard, his 3rd, team foul number 10, and 2 free throws for Safaro. Safaro's first, no good. He's an 89% free throw shooter.
Wow.
Didn't look it there.
No. That was well off to the left-hand side. He will make up for that here, I'm sure.
Was 16 of 18 at the line coming in. His next. This one misses as well, 0 for 2. Fight for the rebound. It goes out of bounds. It's going to go back to Liberty.
I just love the pressure they're putting. Anytime the Rangers have the ball, there is pressure on that man with the ball.
3:21 left. 54-52. Lewis Palmer with the lead. Liberty with the basketball. The inbounds from Rice. He's looking. He's got Bozlowski, wing left side, being defended by Scott. Behind the back dribble and a foul called. Foul called against Scott. That's his 2nd. 2 free throws for Bozlowski.
Scott just walks the other way, keeps his calm and composure. I don't think he liked that call, but he did bump him.
Bozlowski is 2 for 4 today at the line. Comes in 66% free throw shooter. If he makes both, we got another tie game. First free throw. Good. Did he bend the knees enough, Brian?
I know he's a 66% shooter, and I know he missed 2 earlier tonight, but I kind of like AJ on the line if I'm the Lancers.
Oh, I definitely do. 21 for Bozlowski. Again, he averages 17, and he makes the next. 4 of 6 at the line, 22 on the day, 54-54. What a game we have going on here.
More pressure for the Lancers.
Ball almost stolen away by Safaro. It's going to go out of bounds.
Wow. Good
hustle. It's going to go
there.
out of bounds.
A collision between Safaro and Hovas, and almost a steal.
Shepard will inbound in a tie game, 54-54, 3:10 left. They get it back to Scott, and here comes Scott bringing the ball up the court. Across midcourt, no pressure from Liberty. Rice is defending him. Here's Scott going to the basket. Shot goes, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for a 3-point play. Basket counts. Foul called on Rice, his 1st. Team foul number 9. So each team with 2 shots on each foul from here on out. For Scott, just his 3rd field goal. He's 1 for 3 at the line today. He'll go for 1 more.
Big time play by a probably soon to be big time player, Scott. I'm not so sure he didn't know he was going to do that after he fouled down the other end.
Free throw good. 8 points. 57-54. Bozlowski on the sideline, wing right. Passes to the top and Page. Page tries to get a defender off him, throws to Bozlowski, drives baseline, throws a shot. Oh my gosh, it goes! Oh my gosh, it goes!
Wow!
Bozlowski, a circus shot as he got undercut again. He'll go to the line for a 3-point play. Watch this.
With the spin, goes in the air, gets hammered, goes parallel to the floor and gets it to go. A nice spin move there, and he just got clobbered and got that shot to go. Bogoslawski is a star.
What a ridiculous shot, and he's at the line for one, excuse me. The free throw misses.
Gets his
Rebound. Ball's on the floor. Lewis Palmer has it. It almost goes out of bounds, and a timeout called by Lewis Palmer. That's a bad call.
Wow.
There is no way that Lewis Palmer possessed that basketball. That is a horrible job by the official to allow that timeout. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Very tough. I cannot believe. I'm not sure the Rangers really had possession of that basketball.
No, not a chance. My goodness.
Bogoslawski went in, almost had his own offensive rebound off of the miss free throw. And then there was a scramble down on the side. And the Rangers given a gift of timeout there.
Ivan Chambers immediately stands up and says, no way, no way. And Ivan Chambers is 100% correct. 1 point game, 57-56.
But if you're Liberty, Ivan, you got to shake that off, and I'm sure he did, and I'm sure he told his team, okay, forget about that. Let's move on. Let's keep the pressure defense up. Let's keep doing what we're doing, and we are doing just fine. We're down 1. We don't have the ball, but there's plenty of time left.
2:46 left. Looks like Liberty's going to show some pressure. They get it ahead to Strasburger. Strasburger, his pass stolen away. It's on the floor. Bogoslawski, he's got it. He's dribbling. Thinks about the three. Passes to Page. Page, a three-point shot. He hits. Page, he's got 5. 2-point lead, Liberty. 59-57. 2.5 to go. Lewis Palmer with the basketball. It's Stone to the corner. 3-point shot left side doesn't go. Offensive rebound, Johnston. Back to the corner right side. Here's a 3-point shot. No good. Another fight for the rebound. Another offensive board. Scott's going to bring it back out, and they're going to reset. 2-point game. Liberty leaves. Left side, it's Stone. Stone thought about the 3-point shot, brings it back out to midcourt. Now it's Strasburger. Strasburger to Scott. Scott between the circles. Going to the basket. Loses the ball. Liberty's got it up by 2 with less than 2 minutes left.
Whoa. No call.
Page moving it ahead over to the left side, Brenton. Brenton gets it back to Bogoslawski. He's going to back it up towards midcourt. 1:43 to go. 2-point lead for Liberty. Bogoslawski continues to dribble. If they're not going to step up and defend him, he will gladly dribble out. Now here comes Scott. Bogoslawski continues to dribble around. He's going to hand off to Page. Page gets defended. He goes towards the basket. Hand off to Brenton. Now over to Bogoslawski, who just barely possesses it. Bogoslawski gets fouled by Strasburger. He'll go to the line for a couple.
A.J. Bogoslawski has taken over this game in the second half. He made a beautiful play the last, stumbling around, picking up the basketball, dared look at the three, and then the nice pass over to Page, who hits the three that has given the Lancers this 2-point lead. And now AJ can give him a 4-point lead if he can hit these.
He is 4 of 7 at the line today. He makes the first. 5 of 8. He's got 20 in the field, 5 at the line, 25 for AJ Bogoslawski. As Liberty is trying to defeat the back-to-back 4A state champions and do so after coming back from being down 16. Next free throw is good for Bogoslawski. 61-57. Liberty with the lead. Some pressure. They get it to Scott. Scott loses his dribble. Now they move it ahead to Stone. Stone underneath, and there's Johnston to lay it in. 61-59. It's a 2-point game with 73 seconds left here at Liberty High School. Lancer Nation, as you like to call it, Brian.
Well, it says it on the wall. I didn't make it up myself.
Is it really saying what the place is or saying who the people are?
Both.
Fair enough.
How's that?
2-point game, 61-59. Full timeout called by Bill Benton, the first-year head coach at Lewis Palmer. And we will keep it right here. If you're Liberty, you get the feeling you're going to get some chances to win this game at the free throw line.
Yeah, definitely. You want to possess the basketball. You've got a 2-point lead. There's no reason, absolutely no reason, unless you have a wide open, good look at a very good shot to take a shot. Let Lewis Palmer foul you and go make some free throws.
This is a game that I could just watch over and over and over, and you can do that too by ordering a DVD or Blu-ray copy of this broadcast. $10 for the DVD, $15 for the Blu-ray, 20TV at asd20.org or give us a call at 719-234-1780.
And it is the Christmas season.
It is good stocking stuffer.
What better way to treat A.J. Bozlowski but with a Blu-ray of this game?
And here in District 20, support our 20 TV broadcast. We certainly would appreciate it.
Yes.
Even if you're a Lewis Palmer fan, you can pick one up as well. Inbounds comes to, of course, Mr. Bozlowski. When you score, when you do what he's done,
yes,
he's not AJ, he's Mr. Moved ahead to Page. Page has it on the left sideline, still
Nice
has a
move.
dribble, dribbles through a double team.
Nice.
Bounce pass right side, the lay-in goes! That's Matt Goslin. He's got 10. 4-point game, 63-59.
Great presence of mind by Page to get the ball to Goslin.
3-point shot, air ball! Stone can't hit, and Liberty comes up with it ahead to Bozlowski. 42 seconds left, 4-point game.
Oh, wow.
And Bozlowski gets hacked from behind. He'll go to the line for another two.
Love the presence of mind once again by Page first with that nice play, spun off of two Ranger players, got it inside to Goslin for the easy two, and then went AJ with a 4-point lead, trying to run some time out, dribbling it around, and gets hacked.
Bozlowski is 6 of 9 at the line today, his first free throw. Good.
Wow.
How about
Got so quiet in here that AJ can hear you at the free throw line.
How about 27 for AJ?
Wow.
64-59 for a 6-point lead. Bounces around and it goes. He's 8 of 11 at the line at 65-59. What's Lewis Palmer doing? They got to hurry up. It's Scott with it. Wing right side. Now to the top. Here's Stone, and Stone gets fouled on the shot. He'll go to the line for a couple. That's the last thing that Ivan Chambers wanted.
Yeah, you don't want to be able to score with the clock stopped, and Lewis Palmer's going to be able to do that right now.
Foul on Page, his third. Team foul number 10. And Stone is at the free throw line. First free throw good. 65-60. 30 seconds left. Free throw. Good. 16 for Stone. 65-61.
Nice.
Move ahead. Another lay-in for Goslin.
Great job by Bozlowski once again. Moving it up the court, finding the open man for the easy layup.
Throwing up a shot. It doesn't go. Long rebound to Scott. 3-point shot rolls around. No good. There's Safaro with the rebound. Safaro's the rebound, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line. A pumped up Liberty bench right now. 67-61. Safaro will go to the line. He's 0 for 2 today, but came in as an 89% free throw shooter.
Ivan Chambers really managing this game, 6-point lead.
First free throw, good.
And there's Safaro. That's the Safaro we know at the free throw line.
Savaro's had a little bit of an off night. He averages 6 points. He's only got 3, but I like his game today.
I do. Rebounding.
Next free throw, good.
Got it. Timeout, Ivan.
He uses his full timeout, 69-61. If Liberty holds on, we hope to speak with Ivan Chambers after the game.
This would be a miraculous comeback, to say the least, if you can score 8 points in 8.9 seconds.
Yes.
So you feel pretty good if you're Ivan, but you've also got to remind your players, let's not make any dumb fouls, because the worst thing you want to do is foul somebody on a three-pointer. They make it. They get 4 points just like that.
8-point game at 69-61, and you can see Ivan, he is intense. And, you know, Lewis Palmer, yeah, they lost a lot from last year. They only have one returning starter from last year's team, but they've just reloaded. They were 25-3 last year. 2-time defending 4A champions. This is a really good Lewis Palmer team, and if Liberty wins today, this is a signature non-league win for the Lancers.
Most definitely. You beat the 2-time defending state champion. I know it's in your own building, but you were down 16.
Yeah.
You were down 16. A lot of people probably would have given up at that point. Not the Lancers.
69-61. Lewis Palmer with it. This is Scott. He's just going to have to pop. No, he's going to pass. Not sure if that was the right idea. Here's a three-point shot from the top. No good. Rebound, Lewis. Rebound, Liberty. And Liberty gets the win. 69-61. Final score as Liberty knocks off the two-time defending 4A state champs. What a game, Brian German.
They are incredibly excited, and this, I'd have to say, this might be a signature win for Ivan Chamber and the Liberty Lances, because you were 16 down to the two-time defending state champion, and you kept your cool, you changed your game plan, you started to attack, you made shots, and you got a big victory. Ivan Chambers with a big hug from Bill Benton right now as the end of this game comes, and just fantastic job.
69-61 the final score. We hope to be joined by Ivan Chambers next here on 20 TV. Who's doing it, you?
No, you. I'll get it.
69-61 the final score as Liberty gets the win today over Lewis Palmer. Ivan Chambers, head coach, joins us right now. Down 16, you come back. What led to that comeback?
Well, just defensive intensity. We talked about it at halftime. We were playing a little bit soft. We allowed them to, a couple of their guys hit 3 trays apiece the first half for over half of their first half points. We just decided we're going to shut that down. When that defensive intensity picked up, it picked up on the offensive end too.
Two-time defending 4A state champs. What does it mean to get a win like this?
Well, obviously it's a good win. They lost a lot of kids because we graduated 7 seniors too. So this was a battle of 2 young teams tonight. And toward the end, I had some seniors on the floor, and I think their senior experience pulled out a little bit over their youth.
Can you describe what it's like to have a guy like A.J. Boslowski on your team?
Not really. AJ is just an incredible athlete. He's conditioned incredibly. Ask him if he needs a break. Never needs a break. He does not want to come off the floor. We try to sneak a break in there every now and then, but he's a true leader on the floor, and he can make things happen that other guys just can't.
Great win, great comeback. Appreciate the time.
Okay, thanks, Matt.
That is Ivan Chambers again. Final score 69-61. We'll wrap up things next right here on 20 TV. 69-61, Liberty pulls off the win to get to 4-2 on the season, defeating Lewis Palmer. Matt Pauley, Brian German back with you for one final time. A.J. Bozlowski really took over this game in the second half. Let's look at some of his big plays. Here he is, the home run pass, and he lays it in without a problem. Brian, he was just so spectacular.
He could do so much with the basketball, and he just never loses the handle on it, even though there's tons of pressure, and he finds his way to makes his way to get open shots, and then he hits free throws down the stretch.
This was a fun one tonight. If you want to relive it over and over and over again, maybe a good stocking stuffer, you can order a broadcast copy, whether it's a DVD for $10, Blu-ray for $15. Email us 20tv@ast20.org or give us a call at 719-234-1780. This broadcast today marks our final broadcast of 2013, but in 2014, look at all those games we got coming your way.
And not just girls and boys basketball. We got ice hockey.
Ice hockey. It's
ice
cold.
hockey.
It is.
Surditch Ice Arena will be the site of the first one there, Air Academy Liberty, and that's on the 6th of January. That's the next time we'll be on the air.
Let's go through some of the scoring very quickly. First off, for Lewis Palmer in the loss, they were led today by Sam Strasburger. He ended up with 16 points. 16 points as well for Chase Stone. Those were the two double-digit scores. After that, 8 points for Charlie Hovas, then 8 points as well for Jonathan Scott, who was very impressive as a sophomore. 7 for J.T. Shepard and 2 points for Joe DeCoop. As far as Liberty goes, no surprise here. They're led by A.J. Bozlowski. 28 for Bozlowski, over 11 more than his per-game average. Very impressed today by Bozlowski. 12 points for Matt Goslin. 5 points for Josh Brenton, 5 points as well for Dallin Page. Missed Mike Love, he had 11 points, I beg your pardon. 4 points for Fred Safaro, and then 2 points for Cameron Mahaley. 69-61, what a game today.
Certainly a fantastic basketball game, and here on 20 TV, it seems like we always show up for the good games, Matt. We get some great games. This was one of them.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite games we've ever done here on 20 TV, and we appreciate you for being a part of it. Final score 69-61 for Brian German and our entire 20 TV crew. I'm Matt Pauley saying good night from Liberty High School. Liberty gets the win. They're 4-2. We'll talk to you in 2014 next year on 20 TV.
Happy New Year.